Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are so happy you're here.
We're so happy that you're here. I am Michelle, and this is Dustin. And this is Dustin and Michelle on Saturday nights. You're so we have such a good show for you.
Yes, we do. Yes, absolutely. We're tongue-tied we have such a great show because
We do.
we get to talk about mistakes that we have made, mistakes that are fairly common for resellers, especially when you're starting out. Right?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I've made so many mistakes. I have made some mistakes. They're still in my closet.
Oh my God. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, same here, honestly. If we're just talking about inventory, plenty of mistakes there. But we're going to talk about probably like the top 5 things here that are, everybody can easily make a mistake here. The common reseller mistakes and how to avoid them.
Yes.
Because, learn from us here, on a few of these things,
Please.
yeah.
And we'll tell you what as we move along here in our 5 examples. So what would you say example number 1 would be?
Example number 1 would be I'd flip that chiming in. Hey guys, what's up?
Hi.
So happy that you're here to join us tonight. Thanks so much. We appreciate Joe and Nicole doing some cool things over there on their channel. Make sure to check them out as well. For sure. So as we get into our common reseller mistakes here, we think number 1 here, it's not necessarily in any particular order, I don't think, but one of these first ones, just to make it sort of flow, is, buying inventory just because it's
cheap.
Yeah, cheap, free, somebody gives you a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just junk.
It's just junk. Yeah. I mean, it's literally, you're maybe wasting time looking it up. You're wasting time cleaning it because it's so dirty, or you're wasting time because it's just not going to sell.
And I feel like a lot of people who talk about, a lot of YouTubers who talk about this, it's just, it's important.
Yeah. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's going to make you a profit.
And even if you find it around your house and they say, sell stuff around your house, that's cool. Totally fine. Great.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't waste your time telling something you're going to make 50 cents on either.
Yeah, exactly.
So be careful when you pick stuff around your house.
Yeah. Free and cheap isn't always profitable and sell fast. And also, don't buy inventory just because it's
cute, like the Furby, which I'm not allowed to touch because the Furby is up here. And I swear, Dustin's like, maybe we shouldn't touch the Furby.
Yeah.
We can't get him to shut up, but I love him. He's so cute.
It is so cute. Furbies have a decent sell-through rate, so you can buy cute things. Just look them up. Make sure they're going to be valuable, profitable, and sell fast.
Yes.
That's all. Cute and cuddly can be good. And also, don't buy inventory just because it's a good brand.
Oh yeah.
There's some like what would you say, like Coach? Say the Coach. They're really well known for their bags, right?
Right.
Coach bags.
Mm-hmm.
But are Coach shoes any good?
I just listed a pair of Coach boots today.
Yeah.
And I think I listed them for about $50.
Yeah. Okay.
But they were they were rain boots and also suede at the same time. So they're a little bit unusual. But Coach is a perfect brand that absolutely burnt themselves to the ground. They started selling at like BJ's and Costco, and unfortunately the brand suffered a lot. So that's a whole nother story, but it does have to do with why Coach bags and Coach products are not worth as much as they used to be. They were marketed well.
Okay. Well, that's maybe a good example then. Just because
a long one.
Well, no, still, but good, because just because it's a Coach doesn't mean Coach shoes or whatever, or some particular Coach things are going to sell well. So again, I would say a good solution would be like I said, do your own research. Whatever somebody else says, these are selling well for me, may not exactly sell well for you.
My gosh. Okay, yeah. So I have a couple of little stories that I wrote down here on my notes, and one of them was Oh, I love watching other YouTubers. I love learning. I love watching other people get really excited, And so one of my favorite YouTubers was talking about vintage nightgowns. We talked about this the other day. And I went out and bought, I think maybe like 4 of them. And one of them sold right away. And then the other 3, I think I'm still sitting on. And this particular YouTuber seems to sell lots of them. So just because somebody says that things sell well for them, don't go bananas and go buy every little thing you can find. Go out and buy 2 or 3. See how they work in your closet. Because, for instance, like a brand like Kuhl, Kuhl, is a West Coast brand, or even Sorel, even more for we're in the Midwest, right?
Sure.
And here it's like worth so much more. Just it's different. It's different. Depends on where you live.
Yeah, true.
Again, make smart purchases.
Yeah. And in that, you can also check the eBay sell-through rate. That's a good way. That's what we do on most things that we buy. We're going to make sure that, for one, they do sell, and that they're going to sell somewhat fast. They're not going to be sitting around for a year. Because in all, the takeaway from this whole thing is just stop wasting your time, your money, and your inventory space.
Yeah.
Make good decisions on what you're buying. That is definitely a reseller mistake.
At least do a little research so that you feel like you did the best you can.
Absolutely.
I mean, we never know if things are going to sell quickly or not. I mean, let's be real. Sometimes things don't work out the way they want to, but
Yeah. So we'll go on to another mistake now. Being inconsistent to being inactive on your platforms. Maybe you're doing more sourcing than listing. I mean, that's the fun part.
Of course. I love shopping. That's the best part.
But, that can make your death pile just huge. And then you're like, oh my gosh, what should I list? Where should I start?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. We'll just go up in the attic and we'll
make $1 million thrifting from my attic.
No, yes, right. Yeah, we'll have to do a show on that again. Because it is pretty awesome. And then, if you're procrastinating on listing, you're procrastinating on organizing things, or you're procrastinating on just getting those things shipped out that have already sold, your rating's gonna go down. Your the eBay algorithm, they see you're not listing consistently.
Yeah.
So they're not going to give you consistent traffic. It's really as simple as that, honestly. So a solution to that is to
be consistent. And it's hard. It's so hard. I mean, let's be real for a second here. Okay. I mean, this is cool. Like, we're talking about this, but we have so much crap to do at the end of the day. And if you work and you're a mom or you're a family, it's just a dad and who's busy. Like, it's almost as if sometimes, like, in the morning, I wake up and take pictures of 2 listings before I would leave for work, and then at least I have 2 done. And then at lunch break, I'll go and refresh some of my old listings, just really try to take advantage of every opportunity to relist and be consistent. But having said that, we've been like really super busy. Who knows? Algorithms always change too.
Yeah,
we've been working so hard.
That is absolutely true. We workaholics, both of us.
We are. We love it.
Yeah, and it's great. So making a workable schedule, that's workable for us. That's workable for you. That's believable that you can stick to. That's what you should do. Just stick to that schedule and make consistent listings every single day.
Making a schedule is so important in holding yourself to that. Scheduling in time with your partner to do something, to go for a walk, to ride a bike, to just do something is so important. Like today we did exercise together. We had so much fun. It was so silly. And, but it was time we spent together, and then I conditioned my hair and did my blah, 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 and we both kind of are trying to learn how to mix it in. So that's really important too.
Yeah. I got to get
personal time and professional time.
Yeah. And that can be really tough when you're working all the time.
And when you enjoy it.
and you enjoy it. Yes. So it's great when we get to, work together and enjoy everything together as well. So it's so nice. And it was like I was saying, create those fresh listings daily, whether you cross list or not, to making those fresh listings for that platform and for your business, really. So get those out there. And, basically a takeaway from this is if you treat your hobby like a business.
I love this. It's so true.
Yeah. If you treat your hobby like a business, you're going to get business results.
That is exactly right. If you treat it as a business and you make a schedule and you set goals and you wonder why all these, you see these other people and you're, wow, they're so busy, they're so successful. And it's all about just being consistent and having, not giving up.
Yeah, you have to be consistent with what you're doing in anything if you want it to grow and build. So,
and treat your hobby like a biz, like you said. I mean, if you have a part-time business, that's cool. It's a part-time business. Then treat it like a part-time business. Only work 15 hours a week. It's not a part-time business if you're working 30 hours a week and you're saying you have a part-time business too. Then that's another thing.
Right.
It's another show.
Yeah, no, I mean, we could probably break this down into many different shows and
oh my gosh,
go a little bit more in depth, just like our shipping video that we did not too long ago.
Yeah,
for sure. So, but right now we're going to look at number 3, common reseller mistake, which is ignoring customer service and platform ratings. Now, what we mean by that is, you're just not really being, upfront with everything. Yeah, you're just not responding to questions or concerns that the customers may have right away. Maybe you're waiting a day or so, and then all of a sudden, well, if you waited a day to answer the question, they went and already bought from somebody else.
I have heard actually that on Poshmark, if somebody sends you an offer on something and you don't respond, let's say they send you this, it's like a, an Athleta, dress, they send you a $12 offer and you're about ready to jump out the window. And if you just ignore it because you're like, whatever, I'll just ignore this person, it's better for you to decline because it shows the app that you're there, that you're reading it, that you're involved. And I used to think declining was being, crabby, bitchy, but no, it's not. It's letting them know that you're a part of the app and that's what they want to know. They want to know you're there.
Yep. Activity on the platform, whatever it is, whether it's listing, doing those messages, sending offers, all those different things, as long as you're active, I'm sure they see that and it's going to bring you more traffic. Also under this, taking poor photos or leaving a poor description.
Yeah.
That's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you take good photos and you leave good descriptions, it's gonna translate into better sales.
I always like taking videos. I always mention it to people. Taking a video is a really big part of my business because it depicts the exact color of the item, which sometimes is really tricky to get with lighting, even with good lighting. I have a hard time too. So I always do those takes 2 seconds and it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Especially, if you're selling electronics or something like that, adding a video to your listing is really going to help, not only protect you from a buyer saying, oh, it doesn't work. Well, it's like, well, here's the video showing that, it was playing just fine. So yeah, add that video too. Good points. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Also under this is poor packaging.
Oh my goodness, it's your jam, baby.
Yeah, I mean, McFlip and Chip channel, trying to get some shipping tips out there. And I mean, hey, if you want to get that thing to your customer in one piece, that's how, that's what you're looking for. So do well in your packaging, take the time. I know you like to make it look nice and pretty with your awesome little bubble mailers.
I do. It's the girl in me.
And the thank you stickers. And, if you do a thank you card or whatever, it's just all those little touches, really make a big difference.
I just want to interject one thing really quickly is that don't underestimate the power of a thank you sticker. We're busy. We have a lot going on. I can't write a thank you card to every single person. In fact, I'd much rather pick out a really beautiful thank you sticker and put it, on the front of the package and then on the inside of the package. Then let it go. Takes 2 seconds, shows you're grateful. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really like that and how you do that for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And another things that you can do here to avoid or just make these mistakes not happen is just be honest. Be in full disclosure of the flaws and blah blah blah. Anything else that you might want to describe that a customer might all of a sudden get and be like, hey, what the heck? I didn't see this in the listing description. It wasn't in the photos. I didn't see this big chip on it. What the heck? That's sort of ignoring customer service because you want to like do your best. You do your greatest job, and do it with a smile.
Well, it's called customer service.
Yeah.
And in our businesses here, we have customer service, right?
Yeah. And even when, the customer writes and asks you, like, is this a used item?
Last night.
Is used, right?
Last night. Yeah.
Yeah. And clearly in the, it's a
vintage pair of pumps.
Shoes, clearly showing all of the wear and nicks, pointing out on the listing, like, here's the flaws, like,
yeah.
Even when the customer asks you ridiculous questions like that, they're not stupid questions. They're just questions that
need answered. Exactly.
Yeah.
It needs to be answered. The measurement of the pit to pit is the 3rd photo now. Thank you so much for asking. If you have any more questions, let me know.
Yes, absolutely. Do it with a smile, or at least, like the tone of a smile. Yeah, try to convey the tone of a smile
and
in
not
your
be
text.
Too passive.
Yeah, and don't be too passive aggressive. That's easy for me being from
too.
Minnesota. That whole Minnesota nice, but it's more like Minnesota passive aggressive nice.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and our motto is 100% customer satisfaction from start to finish.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're thinking that from like when you're sourcing the item, like, oh my gosh, somebody is going to love this, to, cleaning it up really nice, making a nice photos and description, and packaging it up really well so it gets there in one piece, answering any questions they may have. If they have questions about how to use it or something, answering those questions in a timely manner, that is 100% customer satisfaction from start to finish.
Yes.
Every step of the way.
Shipping it out quickly. Yeah, just all of it.
Yeah, just do that for your customer.
Just treat them the way that you would want to be treated.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really that simple.
Yeah, it comes down to that.
Yeah, when someone does something really nice and you buy something from them, you're like, whoa, instant emotional connection.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, happiness.
Very nice. So if we go on to another mistake that we've made is not creating an inventory system when, maybe before it's time. Like,
oh my God. I had an inventory system, babe. It was just bad. It was a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just...
bad. I know. This box keeps cutting off my face. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get closer to you.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry.
So it wasn't necessarily bad. It was more... it just sort of was different and shifting.
It made sense to me. If I put everything in a number and I put it on the spreadsheet, then I could find it. But what I didn't realize was that, the 1 through 25 bin loses 5 of them, and then you're in trouble because you've got an empty bin.
Right. So, going back and replacing all those and this and that's a little bit different. So, if you're not creating that inventory system right away that works for you, you're having lost items, you're getting items maybe that are damaged because they're not stored nicely, or you might even get, and that just leads to like canceled sales.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, no platform or customer likes having a sale canceled on them.
It's tricky. I remember when I first started using multi-platforms, oh man, it was hard. I was losing things and I had oversold something, and it took some time to get it together again.
Right. Yeah. It's, so getting that inventory system implemented as soon as possible is really what's going to help, just avoid all those lost or damaged items and those canceled sales.
And the stress that goes along with it.
Yeah.
The stress, it's like, you see something sells and you're like, crap, that was one of the first things I photographed. I hope it's there.
Yeah, no, I'll still get a little, oh no, sometimes on a few of those items because they were so old, and maybe I put them in just a really general area or something. So yeah, I mean, keep that inventory system rolling how it works for you. We personally use an alphabet. We put alphabets on the outside of our plastic bins, and then we put those bins on a shelf, all nice and organized. Now that seems to work for a lot of resellers. It's just sort of a really common way to do it. And if you want to see exactly how we do it, check out our video down there. That's the thumbnail on the bottom right corner there. You can find that thumbnail and check out our inventory efficiency video where Michelle was making the switch for her
I was
system.
doing it.
Yeah, and it's like every time you get a sale and that's in the newer bins now, it's like
so happy.
Yeah, so much more excited for
I
you.
do.
Sure,
I
yeah.
get so excited.
Yes, and it's so nice to just go and grab it, and it's right where you said it was, and then you can get to shipping and on to the next whatever thing you got to do. No more wasting time as well there, or stress.
Nope.
So in our last common reseller mistake here, we think not utilizing social media is a mistake.
Yeah.
Honestly, because if you look on Instagram, you look on those Facebook groups, you watch the YouTube videos and other YouTubers and what they are doing.
Learn from them.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like chat groups too, because the idea of being a part of a community that can answer each other's questions and help each other out. I mean, I know not all groups are like that, but there are great groups out there where, they can answer questions, and it's nice to have somebody to relate to. Like if you have slow sales, I know for me, like I love it when somebody writes like a Poshmark, like a big thing on Instagram. Is anybody else having tanking sales on Poshmark? And there's like 50 people writing in it. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah. And I love that. I love it because we all have our ups and downs, and it's okay to talk about it. Nobody's perfect. And if they're acting like that way, that's not true.
Right.
We're human.
Yes. I mean, things happen, and it's nice to know sometimes, that, if you're
not alone
in that community. Yes. You get to, hear that other people are, maybe having the same rough periods or whatever. Also, you get to learn, from those who are already successful in some things. You get to learn what to maybe source. You get to learn, methods on, how to do things,
how to answer people's questions too. If they write you, like how to deal with situations. If you have a lost package, or you feel like something's maybe a little weird, you can always ask.
Yeah, I mean, just about anything, So it's really, I think, important to network and check out and learn from others. That's how I got started in this, really. Watching YouTube videos and seeing that, wow, this can be done. This looks fun. This is right up my alley because I want to start a business, and I love, source and thrifting and collectibles and all that stuff. So
yeah, Instagram, Facebook groups, and YouTube videos. Those are great ways to learn and to make new friends and to grow your business. And also just to promote yourself. You're promoting, like I know that Dustin's helped me so if I post something, so elementary, but so if I post something on Instagram, it automatically posts on my Facebook page too, or whatever. I don't know what he's done, but it's like a one-click thing, but it's very, very important to have just be involved in social media. And if you find being involved in 3 of them are too much, it's too much for you. We've been going through stuff too, because we're like focusing a lot on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So just keep rolling along, guys.
These are the top 5 things. Yeah. So take them into consideration. They're really good basic ones, but sometimes starting with the basics is the best.
Absolutely. Yeah. And avoiding these 5 basic mistakes are really going to help you get your reselling business growing off the ground, a little bit more successful, whatever the case may be. So we just really hope this helps you. And it's going to actually.
It's going to help you a lot. Start with the inventory. That we didn't do that in any order, but I really have to say that getting my inventory organized in the way that I wanted to do things has made such a difference for me.
Yeah. Just
so that's my suggestion.
Absolutely. And I suggest you keep coming back every Saturday night because we're going to be going over some more topics and tips and tricks.
Oh my gosh.
Fun stuff for you.
So fun. We've had the best time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And on Tuesday nights, we have quite a few yard sale videos coming up every Tuesday. There's at least 3 that we did last week. One that I'm, outside, some yard sales, some townhome and town-wide yard sales. I'm editing those videos right now.
Yeah. So
tune in every Tuesday night as well for those edited videos.
We really have some good ones coming up. I am so excited, especially about one in particular, but I can't say anything about it. So you have to tune in. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's going to be a little closer to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be fun times. And the 12 Blades. Hey, thanks for stopping in again. We really appreciate you coming here and saying hello. You saying that you like to use the social media for learning about bolos. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That is, like I was saying, that's how
it's a great tool.
Started, figuring out what to source for. So, absolutely. Check out those YouTube videos. Check out our thrifting videos to see what we source and to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, we have some really interesting things. And for those of you who have been involved in clothing like I have, I think some of the coolest things about our most recent videos is that I'm branching out. I'm learning from Dustin. I learned how to use my eBay little picture. What's it called?
I don't know, the eBay
research tool. Yeah. So I do
eBay
everything, the barcode, all kinds of stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. Getting so much better at that. And, I mean, you have a really good eye anyway. So you're,
thanks. I do love, I have a fun closet, I have to say. I know I sound like a goofball most of the time, but I kind of do. I kind of know what I'm doing.
You definitely know what you're doing when it comes to clothing and sourcing. And don't let her fool you guys. She is smart as a whip.
Thanks, baby.
I'm not kidding. So,
no.
Right. So, well, thanks again, guys.
You're blushing.
Well, I mean,
I love you.
I love you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us in our wackiness. We love you guys. And we cannot wait to see you guys on Tuesday night to check out the video. And then, of course, on Saturday night, again, live with our next fantastic show. We hope you guys have a great week and look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Yeah, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Hats off to you.